Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, we're just wrapping up an amazing couples conference where we had a great time teaching couples some of the most important principles. And so I wanted to send you something out on YouTube just for you based on some of the things that we taught, some of the conversations that we've had around the community here. It came up last night. Someone said, we're talking to a shop owner who's gone through a time of breaking up a marriage. She said, I loved him, but I couldn't live with him. Have you ever loved somebody that you can't live with? So, how do you know when you can live with someone? How do you know when you're thinking about a marriage relationship if you can live with someone? There are a couple of things you need to keep your eyes on before you get married, right? One of those is context. Everybody has a life context. And if you take the time to understand their life context, you can understand the person better and you can make that determination better. So often people marry without broader context, right? They don't have context for the person's family. Sometimes they lack context for the person's cultural background. Sometimes they lack context for where the other person has been and what they have experienced. I think another thing that's really important, and you really want to capture this, is you need time. You need time with people, right? A lot of people fall in love, understandably, but they marry without enough time to really experience the other person in different circumstances. Circumstances like stress. How is the person under stress? What is a person like when their days are down? What is a person like when they're stressed at work? What is a person like? Right, you have to have time with people so that you can really see what's going on, right? Give yourself time to learn, to experience, to develop some context. I would add a third part to this, and that is proximity. Because no matter how long you get to know a person, if you haven't spent time with them, if you haven't had enough time in proximity to them, you will fail to get to know them. Here's what's happening in the background for so many people. People have what I would call coping strategies for their lives. The way that they live, the way that they manage life, habits that they develop over time. And if you don't have time with them, you can't understand their coping strategies. In fact, the person you're attracted to could have coping strategies that would literally rub up against you, grate against you, until you learn what their coping strategies are and they learn what your coping strategies are. You can fall in love with somebody, marry them, and discover in a short time after that relationship is connected by covenant, discover in a short amount of time, hey, I love this person, but I can't live with them. Everybody is trying to live according to their own coping strategies. Hey, I'm Rod Hairston. This is just a little something for you. You might love them, but can you live with them? Hey, make sure that you catch my Happy Marriage workshop checklist right here, right down below. And there's some other things that I think could be helpful to you in your marriage or relationship life.